Hello and welcome back to Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video, and as you can see, we are currently in a as of yet not yet invented, one of those words, aircraft. We're in a helicopter hovering over what will be the city of Berwick-upon-Tweed, and you might notice from last time something has changed. There seems to be this weird snaking of trees running through Berwick-upon-Tweed. Well, this weird snaking of trees is my way of denoting streams, because as I saw from the comments and as I've seen on the maps, and I did a few videos ago where I was talking a little bit about streams and how streams play a really big role in the design, in the geography of the United Kingdom, in the design of the farmland in the United Kingdom, in the way things build up, just a lot of things. The entire infrastructure of the United Kingdom also has to take into account hills, streams, valleys, rivers. It is just a thing that we tend to have to do because we just have so many of them in the UK that are all over the place, just absolutely all over the place. There's no cohesion to it, and because we have so many rolling hills, there doesn't tend to be a stream that will just be flowing straight. It will always be wobbling, it will always be meandering, as the correct term is, from one place to another. So I've gone ahead and started to do that. Now in this video we're not going to be focusing so much on this stream, and after the intro I will show you some of the other streams, or the locations for streams I have put up already, and then in a future video I will have to figure out how I am actually going to develop this stream and actually get the stream looking like a stream. So there is that. But in this video, what I thought I could do is I want to try and push as much industry as I can, particularly towards Berwick-upon-Tweed. And my thinking on that is, and indeed towards Ollerton and anywhere else that needs bricks or goods, and my thinking on that is twofold. One, I tried to figure out how to get, I think West Mersey might need goods, I'll have to check that. Or sorry, might need bricks. I'm going to have to check how to get to that. And secondly, I think I've messed up the goods factory in Croydon, or at least the railway station, because I'm unable to really connect it back up to the main line to get the goods over to Berwick-upon-Tweed, which is going to be rather interesting. So in this video, that is the plan. That is what I'm going to try and do. It isn't going to be a long video, but at the very least I want to have a solid plan in place, ready to move forward and make sure that we have the goods starting to run to all these towns that are already connected up, before I go ahead and connect the rest of the towns up and then realise there is no way for me to get goods to, well, anywhere. Make sure you stay tuned. Okay, so to give you a quick look at the other streams that I'm planning a stream to run between here and here. Now I know it goes uphill, which isn't going to really work, so I'm going to try and figure out some sort of cut there for that stream. So I'm tending to have streams starting uphill and then just flowing downhill. So for example here, or flowing fairly level. So for here the stream is sort of travelling into these woods and then eventually will end up down in here. That is the plan for that stream. This stream here, as you can see, is starting up on this hill. Maybe we'll have an underground source from here, which would explain why the farms are here. And this is going to go straight through Chagford and flow down into this little lake here. We also have a stream over here, again starting from up on a hill, coming down and travelling all the way down here, so this watery area here, which means that Kingsbridge actually has a reason to be called Kingsbridge, because we are going to have bridges there. We'll call them the Kingsbridge. We also have this area where we start on a hill And so I'm looking for 2 sources here, there and running down this way. We have this lot along here, which starts up on these hills. Again, some lowering might be required and then comes down into the water over here. And then similarly, we could say that the stream sort of joined up. So these were 2 individual streams that eventually joined up from this hill and that hill, leading to indeed that lake, because it was easier for the stream to flow down in this direction than here, for example, or something along those lines. We could come up with something again flowing down from here in towards that little lake. Nothing done at Sudbury yet, and then we have this area which I've already pointed out. Up here, this is going to require an entire change of all the farmland in this area, but that is okay. So all this farmland here is going to have to be reworked, but that should be kind of interesting. And then of course we have the one that I've done up here in Berwick upon Tweed. I want to do another somewhere down here, perhaps running along this area, maybe, and then down into that lake, perhaps one down there. And then over on this side, I think I need to do a little bit on this side as well. And then we should be okay. After that, I think we should be very much okay. Anyway, let's get on with the main focus for today. And that is trying to work out what needs to go where and how to get it there. So West Mersey does not need the bricks. Who needs the bricks? Oh, it's Bracknell that needs the bricks. Right. Do I try this? Do I try to get bricks over to Bracknell and just see what on earth happens here? It would run along this route. It'd run along here. Now see, we couldn't have it running along here. Realistically, it would have to come up here and join this line along here, and then start running the double track, which is going to slow a lot of things down, particularly as it goes through stations, and then it's going to get stuck through stations because these stations only have 2 platforms. That's going to be a total disaster. Again, only 2 platforms. We're going to have a 3rd platform, passing points for trains to have to wait for, or the goods train to wait. This I think is going to be a disaster. So let's not do that just yet. But we do have the goods that we really want to bring here, and more importantly, the goods that we need to bring here. 74 goods, which we could. It's down a market, which we could just take by vehicle, I suppose. That could be a good start. I'm just trying to think what roads would need to be built for this. Would this be the road to build? This one along here? That might then end up as an actual road. For the first time, we'd be upgrading something to a proper road. To take it over to Berwick upon Tweed. Or I redesigned this entire station so that the railway can actually do that, and that might be better because, well, there are other things that are going to need goods, and if this is going to be one of our main goods yards, sort of makes sense. For example, as I said, West Mersey, Bentham, Ely eventually, Macclesfield definitely, Carnforth, they all need goods. I think that is going to be my best bet. Right, let's figure this one out. So let's pause this. And let's see. Can I do this? Doubt this is going to work. But if I were to go ahead and go track, 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 tracks. There we go. I can. I could actually do this. Okay, so you never used to be able to do this. But I could, should I wish to do so, run... Okay, so if I go for some platforms... That is where the platform would need to be. Or I just... If I do that... Right, new plan. Wait a minute. No, not there. And then... Oh, I don't know. Cargo shed. Oh my word, that actually just... It fits. It works. It fits and it works. Underground tracks, no thank you. Tracks, here we go. 10 mile per hour track coming in here? Sure, why not? So really that's 200 meters. I think I would like to push this a little further back. Configure 240, yes, that is where I want it. Cargo shed, sure. There we go. I suppose I could... Could put... No. Just another small shed down this side. Just for easy loading, I suppose. And then that could... It's a station. It's definitely a station, and even better, I do not need to... Now, I'm going to have to do something about this, but I do not need to actually demolish the station. Straights would probably work a little bit better there. There we go. So let's leave that like that. Now, before we continue further upon this, clearly we're having issues with getting goods to our destination, our planks and everything, because it's just not enough. Not enough being carried, I suppose. So, with that, we need to... The problem is I cannot have a third train. Can I have a third train? I'm going to risk it. Let's see. Now, why are you very bad? Here. There you go. Clone? Technically, I think 3 could run. There is a possibility of 3 running here. Now, who's stuck where? Okay, you continue on your merry way. And let's see if this helps. I seriously doubt it. No, actually, I'm not doubting it so much. Because if that has 144, this has 424, 430 waiting. So this is really pushing. So that is going to pick up another bunch, and that will come along, and at the very least it waits there. Go away. Whilst another train comes along. I think this could work. There will be some waiting. There's no doubt about that. There is going to be some waiting. For example, right there. But the throughput is going to be much, much larger. And are there two of these? There are two of these. So that train is now waiting. That one is coming along. This one's going to go there. I wonder if it's worth, I'd say worth the money. Worth the money double tracking this entire thing. If I double track this entire thing, then we are not going to have this problem. Let's find out with the 3. Let's just see with the 3 for now. So that already has supplied a further, well, more. That is picking up its slot. Right, let's leave that just for a moment and start figuring out how I'm going to connect this to here. Now, the thing is, there is a coal... This is going to be really weird because I think I'm going to have a station for picking up coal right here. There's no doubt about that. Perhaps that would be in... Oh, maybe that will be in this area. I'm not entirely sure. I thought I'd do it there. And then I need a place for dropping off goods, which could very well be here, but maybe that isn't the best of ideas. This isn't working. This still isn't working. And I think this is part of the issue. I'll have to come and fix this as well. This is very much part of the issue. These platforms are just not what they're supposed to be. That's 4 out of 8. So the option I do have is that this could be a coal loading place and a drop-off point. It could also very well end up being a distribution yard. For anything coming up here, this is where we would peel off for, whether it goes to Downham, Ollerton, Croydon, Shepton Mallet, Batley, and so on and so forth. This could be the distribution yard for anything coming up from the north. I'm not entirely sure. Let me see what size of station I could put in here actually. No, not passenger. I mean, these GWR ones really look nice. They do. Not the refurbished ones, although they look splendid. They really do look splendid. London Brick. No, we want cargo. Cargo station. Focus. Underground cargo station. No. Overground cargo station. A turntable? No. That's a proper depot right there. That's very nice. But no, I'm getting distracted. Here we go. Now let's say, well, we can have platform roofs? No. I just want, let's just have 2-track for now, just so that I can see what is what. Now, realistically, this cargo station is it going to have a building? I don't know. Probably not. It might just be more also like that. Then we can add things. But 320 meters, yeah, so you could have a 600-meter station here. I think that would work. We have the ability to put, so you have 8, that's 320, 640 meters. I think it's possible. I think this is going to be the better option, which does mean that we will be needing to either run parallel to this, which could be an interesting one. So we have the track come out. Well, let's just put some track in anyway. Can I put in just can I put in empty track? As in just ballast? I know I had a mod for that. No, apparently not. So there was one where I could just put just ballast in. Okay, never mind. Let's just figure something out here. So this would be, for example, coming through here. I would probably want it turning as soon as it could, to be fair. I would probably want it to do that. That would be what I want it to do. Let's see. Let me get rid of you. Just as of curiosity. And I suppose, actually, if I turn this just a little sharper, like that, we can actually put houses there. And it really is common to have housing and then a freight train going behind. There's nothing different about that, or uncommon about that. And then really would be wanting to come along like this, and then turning in to run. I think that would work actually, because we have this road going in this direction. So maybe I should just start figuring this out now. Let's do that. So should be, just thinking, should be doable, right? There we go. The speed doesn't matter at present. Then I will break through this little bit. Now keep that flat. That's important. I think keeping that flat is going to be important. Oh, hang on. No, keeping it flat is not going to be important. We need it to gently raise up, like so. Kind of got that incorrect. So we'll do that. And then, let's just say we'll start turning in that fashion. Okay, and that will be freight. And we could have 1, 2, 3 coming out of here, depending on how much and how we're going to do it. Yes, 1, 2, or 3. Check temperatures. Right. Wait for the autosave to finish. Anytime now. Anytime now. There we go. Okay, so as I was saying, if I then come along like that, and then I suppose run the freight parallel to this until we're past the coal area, then we figure out what on earth we're going to do. I think that might be the best option. Okay, so let's leave this like this, and let me fill up some of the mess that I've now made before I end this episode. Is that the right one? Yes. Sometimes it doesn't line up as it's supposed to, though. I can never figure out why. There we go. Oh, I could use the parallel tool. Yes, let's do that. I know it doesn't. I know sometimes it plays up, but let's make use of this parallel tool. From there to there. Parallel. Please don't break. Horizontal spacing. Let's do 10. And we'll do that, and it will be street, and the street type is going to be the... It doesn't really matter, I could do any street and then replace it, but conveyor belts. Okay. I knew I had something. I've got all sorts of streets here. No. Here we go. That's one. Please work. Follow profile. No. Do not follow the profile. Do a parallel shift. Do not check collisions. And then auto delete the marker once you've done. No. Please work. I know it takes a few seconds for it to do what it needs to do, but please work. Because then I can end on potentially a good note. Maybe. Depends. Doesn't seem to be working. As usual. When I want something to work, just no. But off camera, works a treat. There we go, I guess. And now I cannot really do anything else because I have to wait. I have to wait for this. And keep waiting. And keep waiting. Come on, come on, come on. It would have been nice. Anyway, so whilst that is trying to do whatever it needs to do, I think it's still doing it. So yes, so we'll have along here we can have little farms there, and I think we could do as many lines as we wanted, run parallel along there, have a station here, which can feed into Berwick-upon-Tweed. That really isn't far. Kind of makes this station useless, although the interesting thing is I would want that station to somehow manage to connect to this station. That is going to be the interesting part. Why are you still not doing anything? Come on, it's been ages. Yeah, that would be an interesting part, and also seems to have broken everything, seems to have crashed everything, but looks like we are we are getting goods now being delivered as we want. And if I go over here, suppose I'm not really doing this a favour, am I? By checking all these things. Oh, I think it's done it. I think it might have done it because I can now move this. It's still empty. Blast. How much wood does that thing need? No, still it hasn't done it. Well, anyway, I'm going to end the video there. At least we got somewhere. And perhaps this is something to never use on camera. I cannot see why this isn't working. It should be perfectly fine. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. Do you think my idea is sound with the way I want to have the sort of distribution yard? Is that a good idea? Do you think the streams that I am planning to put in, do they look like good things to put in? Do they make sense? I would like to hear your suggestions. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon at www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your supports would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out, and maybe get a... I don't know what this is not graphical. This is something. Oh, I managed to jump out of it. Weird. I don't know. It would really help me out, and also you can find me on social media at ECGadget LP for both Twitter and Instagram. That is all from me, and a very broken Transport Fever 2, and I'll see you next time. No, it's still... Oh, what? Really? Oh, well, okay. It's done now. Sure. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Also, I think 9 is the one that I really want. But that's all from me. And I'll see you next time in Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. And look how quickly that's one built. That's ridiculous. And it did exactly what I wanted it to do. That... Oh, great. Why does it do it to me now? And obviously, something's not working right. It's trying to clear the markers or something because it's got very messy. Yeah, something's gone very wrong. Anyway, as I said, that's all from me, and I'll see you next time in Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series.